Welcome to another episode of King's World. Okay, so this has been highly requested from a lot of you guys. You want to know how to build those massive guns. All right, so we're going to do biceps and triceps this time around. I'm going to run you through one of my favorite programs, one of my favorite, listen, you got to switch things up from week to week and all that stuff, but there's a basic protocol that I follow that I've learned that feels the best to me. I'm going to let you guys do it. And I guarantee you, if you try these workouts that I'm about to tell you, your arms are going to feel like they're about to explode. So let's get going. How to build those, as Hulk Hogan used to say, pythons. Okay, so first exercise, biceps. We're going to go for biceps first. I start out with the machine preacher curls. Okay, so there's something you guys have to understand. I utilize training partners. I like training partners because they help me push me through the forced reps and I get to squeeze a little bit harder. So the machine preacher curls, 4 sets of 20 reps. What you want to do is you want to go down all the way, stop at the bottom all the way down, and then come up. Now, you don't want to do a jerky come up, because that's what you're doing is you're taking out the bicep and you're putting in the joint. What you want to do is come up slow, and as you get to about here, your training partner puts their hands on your hands and pushes you all the way up to that, and you hold it at maximum squeeze for about a second to second and a half, and then you control coming back down. 20 reps. What you want to do with this is push through the forced reps. You'll be getting probably like maybe 11 to 12, maybe even 13 to 14 reps. It's the last 6 or 5 reps is where you're going to need your training partner's help to push you through those forced reps. I'm telling you, it's that last bit of pushing from the training partner at the very end that gets your arms going. Trust me, it's an incredible pain and pump. Now, when you finish those 4 sets, you always want to finish up with 1 extra set, which is the negative pump. What you'll do is you'll bring it up all the way, have your training partner push it all the way up, and then you come halfway down and stop. And you open your hands. Hands open, and you stop halfway. And what you do is you hold for failure. Personally, for me, the most I've been able to hold it was 150 seconds. Your training partner stands in front of you and counts the seconds. Trust me, once you get to 60, 70, 80, it feels like blowtorches on your biceps. And it's going to keep coming down and coming down. You got to keep your hands open all the way down. It's that negative. And then when I promise you, when you have maximum pump for the first 4 sets and you come down with that last 5th set negative, you won't even be able to move your arms after that. It's an unbelievable pump. Biceps, first exercise, machine preacher curls. Second exercise, standing barbell curls, but with a twist. What you want to do, I've seen Dexter do this on YouTube. It's a very effective exercise. What you want to do is you want to do 10 reps from here to here. So basically you're like this now, right? And you want to do 10 reps from here to here, halfway up, halfway down. Once you finish that, then you bring the bar all the way up and you do 10 reps, halfway down, for all the way up, like this. And then you finish up with 10 full reps. 10, 10, and 10. When you get the first 10 up, it's pretty easy. The second 10 from the top coming halfway down, it's brutal. And then when you finish off with the last 10, absolutely crazy. Another one pouring all that blood into the muscles. It is hard. I'm telling you, you're going to feel it and it's going to burn. Push yourself through. Second exercise, barbell curls. Third exercise, standing dumbbell concentration curls. Simple. Pad, boom, put your arm down, dumbbells. Now, what you want to do is you want to self-spot on this one. So try to do 20 reps. The first 10 reps, get by yourself. Okay, the second 10, put your hand on your wrist and keep yourself moving. Remember, you don't want to help yourself too much. Just when you come up halfway and you get stuck here, bring yourself all the way up and let go on the negatives and suffer coming down. You grow on the negatives. Remember that. It's the negatives that make you grow. Third exercise, standing concentration preacher curls. Fourth exercise, standing cable easy curl double drops. Okay, let me tell you what I mean with that. You got to get somebody, training partner, to stand close to the actual machine. What you want to do is get a comfortable grip. Some people like the close grip, some people like the outer grip. Me personally, I like the in and the out, so I switch them up from time to time. What you want to do is you want to do full 10 reps. Keep your elbows to the front. Do not put your elbows here. I don't want you to do this. Keep your elbows here. You do the cables like this. Maximum tension on the biceps the whole time. 10 reps, drop, your training partner, boom, drops the weight 10 pounds. 10 reps, drop, your training partner drops it one more time, 10 more reps. Brutal. Why cables? It gives you that negative pull. The cable pulls it back down. It's a completely different feeling. Remember, don't swing. You don't want to do this. Keep your elbows to the front. That's the movement you want right there. Boom, boom. 10, 10, 10. Cable curls, 4 sets. And you always want to finish up with perillo-fascial stretching. What I like to do is I like to go stand against the wall. Okay, what you want to do is go put your hand straight against the wall like this. Boom, and then throw your arm up. It's a maximum stretch that you lean forward. What you want to do is stretch the bicep for 30 seconds. Maximum. I mean, it's got to hurt. If it's not hurting, then you're not doing it right. 30 seconds right hand, 30 seconds left hand. Go back and forth, no rest. 4 sets. If you want to learn more about perillo-fascial stretching, YouTube it, and you'll see what it is, why it is, and how it's effective and how it helps break down and pour more blood into the muscles only when your muscles are at maximum pump. When your muscles are at maximum pump, you do this type of stretching, you grow bigger and you grow faster. Biceps. All right, now we get to triceps. Triceps, warm up first. I like to start with the rope, pull, push downs, whatever the hell you want to call it. Now, a lot of people seem to do this exercise their own specific way. A lot of us are taught to keep our arms like this and go like this. I don't feel it that way, to be honest with you. I feel it more when I keep the bars, when I keep the rope together like this, touching, and then when I get at the bottom, what I like to do is I like to emulate flexing. So when I come down, I turn my shoulders forward and I flex. Come up and I flex. What that does is if you're looking at a mirror, which I suggest that you do, okay? What that does is it concentrates your mind-muscle connection on the actual flex. So you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're actually performing the exercise and you're flexing the muscles at the same time. That is the correct way to do this exercise. You want to flex your muscles as you're doing it. 4 sets of 30 reps. No need to go heavy on this one. All you're doing is warming up and pumping up the triceps. Second exercise, standing skull crushers. I personally grab the 120s, the bar that's a little bit bent because I like to have my grip in the middle where my wrists don't hurt too much. Pop it up over your head, bring it all the way down towards your forehead, and come up in full extension over top. It's just like doing a normal skull crusher as you're laying down flat or if you're inclined, but this is as you're standing up. Why standing up? Personally, I can go heavier and I can get myself that little cheap movement as a little bounce at the bottom so I can get those 4 or 5 extra reps. That's the way I like to do it. Standing skull crushers. This is a mass building exercise. So it's not really a concentrated exercise where you can go and flex. There's really not much flexing going on here. It's just getting the weight up and powering it up. It's a power exercise. Standing skull crushers. Third exercise for triceps, seated machine dips. Okay, or push downs or whatever you want to call them. You sit down on the machine, you grab the grip, and you start to push down. Okay, I like to do 30 reps. Now here's the formula that I use. First 10 reps, slow and concentrated. You come all the way up, you come all the way down and squeeze. Come all the way up, come all the way down and squeeze. That's 1 to 10. 10 to 20, speed it up just slightly. So then this is the pace. Boom. Boom. It's slightly faster. Then from 20 to 30, rep those out. Just get in there and go, go, go. Crank it out. So by the time you hit 25, 26, you're actually lifting off the machine a little bit to help yourself self-spot a little bit. Remember, you're pouring as much blood into the muscle as possible. This is a great exercise, again, for mass. And what you want to do is you want to get the long head. So when you put your elbows out, you're working more the long head than the short head. So make sure that you get your elbows out and you come down and you squeeze that long head. This is another great mass exercise, but I increase the reps because I'm a firm believer in pouring as much blood into the muscle as possible. Fourth exercise for triceps, good old straight bar pushdowns with a twist. Okay, straight bar pushdowns, most people grab the bar, come down and squeeze. That's good and fine and dandy. I think the first, like I do 30 reps. So the first 15 reps, I try to keep it as strict as possible. Then it starts to get a little bit hard and I can feel myself getting my forearms and my shoulders into it. So then what I do is I lean forward, let the cable come up to my dominant side, which is my right side. Then I throw my elbows out and I start doing the reps like this. It makes it a little bit easier and helps me, again, self-spot through the forced reps. Straight bar, push downs, triceps. Make sure you squeeze and once again pour as much blood into the muscle as possible. 4 sets of 30. Now, 3 questions from the fans. Question number 1 comes from G-Man 2020. He asks, actually it's not really a question, he says, everyone knows you're friends with Dave Batista, which I am. Tell us a good story from back in the days in DC. Good question. Or a good thing. All right. So, Dave Batista, good story. I got a ton of stories about Dave, but unfortunately, he's not Victor Martinez. He's not, Chris Cormier. I don't have lunatic stories to tell you guys, some crazy guys that I partied with in the past. What I can tell you about Dave is he is incredibly shy. He was, and he's incredibly quiet and private. He likes to be private. He likes his private life and all that stuff. A crazy story about Dave. Honestly, the best story I can tell you is our workouts. And he would go to the gym at midnight and train from about 12:30 in the morning till about maybe 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I would do the same thing because of my heavy college schedule. The only time I really had to train was late at night. So we'd get in there and we'd go to a good, oh my God, Olympus gym. One day I'll tell you guys all about the legendary Olympus gym in Falls Church, Virginia. But we would get there and Dave, he had his own style. Dave would do a set and then go sit down somewhere and just lay down. Because back then we didn't have smartphones and all that stuff. He just wanted to chill. He was the most chilled, laid back person ever. And one of those people that has like a line. You never want to cross that line. You can push, quiet. He won't say a word until you pass that line. When you pass that line, he'll tear your head off. That was Dave. Late night, 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the morning, we would get to Olympus Gym. He would do a set, go lay down while I was going crazy, blah, 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 blah. Afterwards, we would hit a diner and he would eat like you've never seen a human being eat before. Good times, miss the guy, he's a superstar now, and I'm going to do my best the next time he's in New York to get him to come to my gym, Powerhouse here, so we can get a workout in, and I'll record it for you guys to see. Batista. Question number 2 comes from Alexander the Great _400. He asks, King, would you please give us your PCT protocol? Because we've heard from countless people that you know what you're doing because your clients never seem to lose size. Okay, all right. Alexander, you're absolutely right. I do have a PCT protocol, and I've told you guys this once, and I say to you again, I'm not going to give you guys doses. I never do that. But I will give you the protocol, and you guys are going to have to go figure it out yourself. So the protocol is HCG every 5 days for 40 days. Number 2. Clomid every day for 21 days, morning and night. Number 3, testananthate every 7 days for 40 days. Number 4, Arimidex every other day for 40 days. And the last one is Proviron. I almost gave it away. I almost screwed up. every other day for 40 days. Now, I don't give the doses. That is the perfect PCT protocol. And if you follow that with the insulin protocol, the GH protocol, and the food protocol, you have your best, perfect IFBB Pro PCT. Now go figure it out yourself. All right, final question by Ali Akbar 50. Nice name. Question is, does sex or masturbation affect bodybuilding gains? You know, you guys might be laughing right now, but you have no idea how many times I've received or gotten this question from all the fans across the world. Does sex or jerking off affect bodybuilding? No, it does not. It has nothing to do with it. I don't know where this myth started. Maybe you guys have been watching the old school Rocky movies when Mickey said, stay away from women, women weaken legs. I don't know what the hell that means. As a matter of fact, I am the exact opposite. I'm saying have more sex and jerk off even more, because it's gonna increase your happiness and euphoria, and you're gonna have better workouts. So no, that's a myth. Don't follow it. All right. So that's it for this week. I have good news. I finally got a hold of Mr. Chad Nichols. He is, and he will be interviewed this week. It will be a 2 to 3 part series, and I promise you it's going to be off the chains when you see this interview. No holds barred, and I mean that. All right? Have a great week. See you guys soon, and as always, peace. Bitches.